Hi, Kevin here. For dinner tonight, we're fixing a tater tot casserole. And I have to confess something to you. I have never liked tater tot casseroles. And the reason is because they always seem to request a can of this stuff, cream of mushroom soup or cream of something soup. And all of these canned cream soups taste like pure salt to me. So I just really don't like them. So today I'm going to try to make a better tater tot casserole. Let's move over to the stove so I can show you the ingredients. All right, so I've already cooked 1 pound of ground turkey. You could use ground chicken or ground beef or even vegetarian crumbles if you like. And then I'm going to quickly saute some vegetables in this skillet. It's the same skillet in which I cooked the turkey. That's olive oil and some butter. Then I'm going to add 1 large red bell pepper that I diced. Sorry about the noise. And 1 red onion. This is a large red onion, and I'm using red because it came from my garden, and I grew red onions. You can use a yellow onion or a white Spanish onion. Give these a toss. Then I'm going to lower the heat and put the lid on and let the veggies sweat for about 5 minutes, just until they're tender. Okay, now we're going to make the cream of mushroom substitute. So what I have here is 1 cup of this organic mushroom broth. You could use just vegetable broth or even beef stock or something like that. And I like this specific brand because the only ingredients in this stock are water, mushrooms, sea salt, and garlic. So that's 1 cup of the mushroom broth and a ½ cup of milk. This pan was already very hot. Okay, now I'm going to lower the heat and let this come to the simmer, and then I'll show you how we're going to thicken the sauce. Now, I'm making enough sauce to equal a 10.5 ounce can of cream of mushroom soup. And to thicken this sauce, I'm going to add a heaping tablespoon, that's probably 1½ tablespoons, of cornstarch to a ¼ cup of water. And then, oh, you couldn't even see. And just stir that together to make a smooth slurry. Okay, and my mushroom and milk mixture is already at a bubble. So now I'm going to add the cornstarch solution. In you go. And I'm going to whisk this just until it turns really thick, which it will do very quickly. Look at that, already very thick. And this is going to be the glue that holds the ground turkey and the red bell pepper and the onion together. And we're going to put tater tots on top of that mixture, and then for the grand finale I'm going to top the tater tots with cheddar cheese. Okay, this is done. Look how thick this is. Alright, turn off the heat. Alright, here are the beautiful vegetables. And then I'm going to add the ground turkey to the vegetables. quickly mix that in. And then add the sauce. And of course, this sauce is entirely gluten-free, which means this Tater Tot Casserole will be gluten-free, if that's important to you. Yeah, all of those canned cream of whatever soups that come from the Campbell's company all have wheat in them. So none of them are gluten-free. Okay, and again, they're just loaded with salt. Right. That canned stuff, it just has a chemical taste to me. Salt and chemicals. Okay, now, just for fun, I'm going to add, a teaspoon or two of garlic powder. Not that we need it, but I love garlic. Okay, I'm going to move you over to the workstation and then we will assemble the casserole. Okay, I'm using a casserole dish that measures approximately 7 inches by 11 inches by 3 inches. You could use an 8 by 10 or a 9 by 13 casserole. Yeah, I think those would work just fine. You just need a casserole dish. Spread that out. Oh, it smells wonderful. Then add the tater tots. This is a 32-ounce bag, and I'm probably going to use about half the bag. So 16 ounces. And Mr. Fox does love tater tots. He loves them far more than I do. Okay, maybe just a few more. Okay, and then you could cover this and put it in the refrigerator till you're ready to bake, or bake it off right away. I'm going to pop this into a 350-degree oven for 45 minutes. Then I'm going to retrieve the casserole and I'm going to add some shredded sharp cheddar cheese and bake for another 15 minutes. So we'll come back before I add the cheese. Okay, the casserole has baked at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. So now I'm going to add the cheese. And let me tell you, this thing just, it smells divine. Can't wait to taste it. So what I have here is, a lot of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. It's like 2 cups. And then I'm going to put this back into the oven for just 15 minutes. Just long enough for the cheese to melt. Maybe I won't use all 2 cups. Oh yes, I will. There we go. All right, while this is in the oven, I'm going to prepare the rest of the dinner. All right, here's the casserole fresh out of the oven. I'm going to dish this up and then I'll show you what it looks like on the plates. All right, here's Mr. Fox's serving. Here's the Tater Tot Casserole. Here are some spring greens topped with Granny Smith apples that I marinated in raspberry vinaigrette. And for dessert, I made Mr. Fox some raspberry jello because he loves jello. And here's my plate. Same setup, except I included a biscuit, and I made these biscuits the other night, but instead of using butter as I normally do, I used coconut oil, and to my surprise, they turned out just great. My dessert is that super delicious butter bundt cake that I made for you the other day. And I've added some frozen, well now thawed strawberries. And here's the leftover casserole. So we will have at least 2 more servings left that we can have for lunch or for dinner some other night. And of course, I have to taste of this casserole. Here it is. It's super delicious. I really love it. So I know this is a humble meal, but it's also a very delicious meal, and I hope you'll give it a try someday. The cream of mushroom substitute took what? Less than 5 minutes to make. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey, bye-bye.